If any of you folks know who Kawaia'hao is from Maui, Kawaia'hao and I met him when our wonderful Kekuni Blaisdell had his Kawaia'hao hui, and I started going to meetings at Marion Kelly's office right after 1993, the Kaho'okolokola Nui got involved. So I met Kawaia'hao, was a student here, and I just kind of jumped in because I just felt like, wow, I want to be a part of what's happening. And so we went through a few protests together, and and I don't get to see him very much, except maybe when they videotape him, what he says. And so one of the things that he said that struck me, still strikes me every time I think about it, that wherever we walk on our aina, on all of our islands, we are walking on the bones of our kupuna, because our kupuna are everywhere. Our people lived everywhere, they're buried everywhere, from mountains down to the ocean. So we have to keep that in mind. So I'm listening to Terry and I'm thinking, okay, I love the idea of building relationships, because I can stand in my corner and I can scream and I can rant and I can rave and I can want to punch people in the face. Does that get me anywhere? People just kind of dig in deeper when you do that. So I'm trying to learn a new way to try to build some bridges rather than just, cut people off at the pass. I'm so angry because, like what Manu said, do we not count? Are we irrelevant? Are we invisible? No, we're not invisible. But who's going to stand up and speak on our behalf? It has to be us. It has to be Ohana. Whether you're Kanaka or wherever you're from, it doesn't matter. You have to speak up for your own Ohana, because everybody's vulnerable to what's happening here. But when it comes to our kupuna, for some reason, money trumps everything, right? Because what's happening on Mauna Kea right now, if it wasn't for our people holding it together in a space of aloha, I'm sure blood would have been shed already. It's a volatile situation right now. So we have to dig deep. We have to be the better person in the room that is not going to throw the first blow, not going to throw the first spear, because it could be really tremendously horrific. And we're already going through enough horrors as it is. And so as far as our iwi kupuna, there's no labels we put on kupuna to me. You cannot label the kupuna. These are previously identified, these are inadvertent. Ole. They're all kupuna as far as I'm concerned, and they all deserve the same protection as any kupuna would. And it doesn't matter where you come from. This is a human issue. So I need to hang out with these two guys a little bit more, because Keone is so positive too. I mean, he has so much faith that this is all going to turn out exactly the way it needs to turn out, the way it's meant to turn out, and that's true.